time for the
This
Ethan
Ash,
Ralph segment.
I actually saw a little bit of it. Dear God.
It's pretty bad. But
I've never seen a man eat that way before.
Oh, buddy. So we're traveling back in time first, a few days ago, to a live stream where Ethan Ralph made a very strange claim. The claim was that he kicked down his own door because he locked himself out.
Okay.
Let's have a
Hello. I just had to kick down my own studio door.
Okay, yeah. I remember
I
this.
didn't kick it all the way down.
I don't believe him. Does anyone believe him that he actually is capable of kicking down a door? And I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow this door down, bitch. Like, come on, buddy.
I accidentally locked myself out, and it's like, well, how did I get back in here?
It's over for him.
I tried to Jimmy the lock a couple times. This is not.
Drill
I
the
mean,
lock?
the thing
Who's
is,
Jimmy the
right?
Lock?
It is actually a cheap tin shack with like a tin door.
Yeah, the door
So
is
it's
like a screen door. Imagine taking
It's
a
like a
screen door
fucking
down.
shed. You know what I mean? That's probably
Yeah.
what happened if this did happen. But we're actually going to locate the moment when he kicked down the door. And I found that moment, and then I kept filming or editing from there based on a tip from a Kiwi farmer. We found some real gold, some real sad Ralph moments. So let's continue.
Okay, amazing.
Not too, by the way, but we'll have a conversation about that later. But regardless, I kicked it once. I was like, okay,
Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
he's
destroy
making
the
this.
whole stuff, and I'll kick.
The door was probably like particle wood, isn't it? Like it sounds like a card.
It's like one of those boards the Karate Master breaks that
Yeah,
are like
yeah,
designed, or like a WWE table. It's like already falling apart in the.
Sawn in half.
It's the WWE Slim Jim table, bitch.
Kick it right at the handle
Yeah.
because it cracked the door below the handle. And I'm like, okay, I got to kick it right at the handle.
He kicked the door in the handle.
What
that's
are
what
you?
I did.
I kicked it in the
So-
handle. I don't believe his leg goes that high.
He breached
Remember
it.
when he did
breached
the high
it?
kick with Pantsu? He got
The fucking
Sunset
sunset.
Productions.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Boom, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum,
Oh,
bum, bum. All right.
Did he, Johnny Average? Ralph admitted to drinking Pantsu's breast milk 2 days ago. Where the is this clip? Like, this the thing is, this guy's going on for like 10 hours a day and no one's watching it. So nobody has any idea what the going on. It's brutal. Okay, here we go. He's continuing his story.
Okay, we got a little tale from Ralph.
They locked out of my room, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like,
His room. He has just one room.
It's the room.
It's a shack. His room, which by the way, he doesn't actually have a desk. You know that?
Yeah.
He streams from his kitchen table where he also
Yo.
eats his meals, which
Yo.
is revealed when, spoiler alert, guys. So Ralph yesterday thought he ended his stream, which is sometimes when the most embarrassing Ralph moments happen.
and
He
this
thought
one
he
did
ended
not.
the stream.
It did not.
He was
disappoint.
live for 10 additional minutes where he's just slamming fast food into his blowhole. But even worse than that, you guys won't even believe. If you don't know already, you won't believe it. I don't think Andy even knows what Ethan Ralph ate. How low it's gotten for Ralph.
Oh,
buddy.
I saw. I
He
saw. You know what Ralph's house is? It's, remember Sims 1? It's the first house you build when you have no money. And it's just a square and a bed, you know?
there's a little bitty fissure or whatever. I'll fix that. Like, dude, they have no idea how. And it's
Like
not
that
a bad
King
thing. I'm
Jeremy?
saying how these Mexicans live. Like, they'll come look through, and my lease is not up anyway. And they'll come look through, and they'll say,
The
"Yeah,
first house in Rust.
you owe this and that. You already paid $8,000 deposit." Not
No, he didn't pay $8,000. He doesn't have $8,000 for the deposit on a tin shack. More like $80.
800 maybe.
That'll cover the door, bitch. I fucking broke your door. You won't do fucking shit about it, bitch. I fucking run this place. Ralph's probably, I'm so sorry, senor. I'm sorry, bitch. I broke the door. Like, he probably cried and begged the landlord
please,
for mercy.
Senor,
He's gonna get
please.
fed to the cartel dogs.
Por favor, senor. I'm a locked auto of my porta, casa, tranco, lock.
Pesos.
That's how Ralph will
Let's get some songs for the Ralph segment. Let's fucking go, bitch.
So that's like $400.
It's not tin shack, it's limestone, logs. The limestone home.
Which will buy you almost anything in Mexico. And they'll say
Will
maybe
it?
a little bit more.
That's sad. $400 will buy you anything in Mexico. Holy shit, bro. And Ralph's still living in these wretched conditions in a tin shack.
Oh.
So he doesn't even have $400. Oh, man.
Oh no. DSP bought the Mega Evolutions. So is he just spending like $500 a box now?
This is bankruptcy 2.0, boys.
No, that's actually crazy. It's very expensive.
I really don't care. That's why I rented this house.
So he could break the door. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the moment where Ralph kicks down his door.
Okay.
And then we're going to watch sad Ralph. This is tough, boys.
Is this
Oh
where he
my
didn't know he was
God.
live?
No,
Oh, that's
we're going to
after
get
that.
there later. Yeah.
That was like Zomboid when the zombies were outside.
Okay, I'll have to work on the door. So Bibble was the best of us.
Well, no, he
I-
wasn't.
Sucked.
He was the most worthless, lazy, untalented fucking bum there was. The only reason why Ralph is saying this instead of saying Zidane was the best, because Zidane was the best and actually produced the show during its most successful point in history,
Mhm.
is because Bibble's the only person who didn't leave on bad terms and left sucking Ralph's gunt grease from his crease. Okay? This is the reality.
Yep.
Told him I
And
won't give
Bibble
a whole speech,
fucking-
but I
I
said
hate that piece of shit.
I'm in the zoo forever.
No, look at him.
Yes.
Won't give
He's
a whole
in
sp-
the zoo. I'm in the zoo, bitch. Look how
I
felted he
said,
is, bro.
I'm in the zoo forever.
Oh, I love he keeps going back. Look at this, man. This is haunting.
Oh.
The pain this man's in,
Oh.
the sadness, the sorrow. And look how he's getting. He's gaining all that weight back. And we're going to see why in our final clip of the Ralph segment.
Medicare had a great theory, by the way. You know how he's like acting like he's poor and broke, and we know he fakes donos. Medicare said, what if he's faking all these donos to show the Mexican government how
It could
much,
be.
right? It
It's
could
a
be.
sad
It would
pic.
make sense. They could have the
Uh-huh,
PR,
blue
right?
eyes. Yeah, maybe.
That's good theory.
I'm gonna be here until I'm dead.
Oh no! Ooh, Ralph's gotten all like somber and introspective. It's tough. It's tough.
Dude,
I realized that years ago.
so did we.
Years ago.
But didn't you say you won and we all lost and you're the best in the
This
sector?
looks like a real winner there, guys. A guy on the verge of tears about some guy he never actually met, who won't be his internet friend anymore because
Mhm.
he doesn't want to end up in the zoo, bitch.
Imagine being Bibble and the only guy you would have left is Ralph. 'Cause
Oh, I
everyone
know.
else hates Bibble because he's a snake.
And
Same energy, isn't it,
I-
Darty? This is like the Christmas stream.
Yo, looks like he's
It's almost
doing,
a verbatim repeat.
Looks like he's doing a Robert De Niro impersonation here, doesn't he?
Yes. Now, Ethan Ralph Swanky Hand says this is an old clip, or did he repeat this? He's repeating the monologue. He's looping the monologue. This was back in Christmas. He gave something like this, but he's reiterated it
Mhm.
again.
This
I
is
think this
new.
was on Friday or something like that. I don't
Guns, fellas. Yeah.
Basically gave it all up.
It's a rerun. Oh my God.
hear that.
Is the
Roadcaster
speaker-
acting up again.
To be in that zoo forever. And
Oh, he hung his head
I
in
said,
shame.
Oh.
Zoo
He's
forever.
in the zoo forever. Watch, he
Oh
hangs
my
his head.
God.
No, he's humiliated. Oh, it's tough, Ralph.
That's what it's
Oh
like
no.
to be the pig man.
Be the
And
savage. No, he's not just the rage pig. He's the suffer pig. He's the sadness pig, sorrow pig.
I said, you don't.
Behind
Pig
pig slits.
slits. Yeah. In tandem.
You
rape
want
pig.
more Ralph volume? I'm just keeping it low in case that beep happens and you're all
And we
raped.
got Smokey as Pain says, here, have these kicks I forgot I had. Keep up the good work, boys. Lemony Lemon for a sub as well.
Thank you. Big support. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Really support.
want to be in that zoo forever. That's not.
Wait, what?
And I said, you don't want to be in that zoo forever.
Well, Bibble had to
No.
leave because
Yeah, Bibble-
everyone was going
It
to
was
felt
over
him
for Bibble.
He it
was
up by hacking, subcultured, and he's not welcome on the internet.
That's right.
That's
Bibble.
normal.
He's banned.
He's banned from the internet.
Everyday, good, clean living folks don't want to be in this forever. And I said,
Remember Bibble's like
No, I don't remember
You know,
really
come
much
by
about
everyone.
Bibble.
actually I know I'm like how boring everything he said was like,
There is like no defining traits to
well, I
Bibble.
go,
at all.
I'm black. Oh, get it? Because people think I'm black. I'm
once in a
black.
while, throw a few peanuts in the cage. Don't let them know who you are
Okay, sir.
and go away. And it hurts me to say that, but I want the best for you. Dude, I have not. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Listen, this
I've
is good.
not
This is
earned
good.
your support.
No, you haven't. No, this is so good to see him this buck broken and sad and groveling. And I will be honest, I haven't earned your support. I'm a bum. This gets really brutal. Let's listen. Oh, this is so good.
Bro, he did 10 streams this year. Maybe.
Over, especially since January till now, I've not earned your
So
support.
for 6 months, he's been a lazy, do nothing bum who's been collecting digital welfare. It's true. In the last 6 months, Ralph has not completed a full week of scheduled shows. He's failed every single week to deliver. And he didn't deliver this week either.
Really? Every
No.
week? He hasn't.
Every
That's
every week.
damn.
I don't want to sound.
How many months are we in?
6
Look-
months.
What the f- That's
Is
crazy.
pathetic's not the word. I don't want to sound.
No, it is.
It's
pathetic.
pathetic, bish.
Sad. Pathetic.
Pathetic.
like I hope even during this, I mean, somewhat down period, we've had some crazy moments for sure.
Yeah,
And some
I'm
good
sure.
shows too.
Yeah,
Almost
you
going to
being
jail,
arrested,
domestic
Scarlett,
violence with
small
Scarlett,
dick.
that brutal old mugshot, getting exposed for being impotent and up the ass. Yeah.
yeah.
But I just want you to know how much I appreciate that, and I know that I haven't earned it.
But
It's
yeah.
good that
I
he
know
knows
it's
that he's
built
just a
on
begging bum.
Nostalgia.
Oh, there it is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Earned
He knows he's nothing but a washed up nostalgia act. And the nostalgia is running dry. It's over. It's just people who remember the good old days of what it used to be. Because the content now is garbage. And he knows it. He's
Mhm.
admitting it. He
We
can't
remember
even
it, so you
contain
don't have to.
the sad truth of it all is being revealed. Suffer, Ralph.
And I know it's built
Wait, shaky voice. Listen.
so that I haven't earned it.
Watch.
And I know it's
Oh, and I know it's his shaky voice, Ralph.
it's built on
He's broken.
nostalgia.
Oh,
And
you gonna cry?
it's built on, there's some good shows here and there. People think I'm
There's only a good show here or there. You know, most of these shows are trash. They're garbage. But you know, every once in a while, maybe there's an okay show. You know?
He's hurt, Joe. He's hurt.
Oh, he's down bad. Oh,
Cry
he's gonna
for us,
stop the
big
fight.
man.
Oh no! All right,
Cry
what
for
else
us.
do we got here from Ralph?
Stop.
retarded. I'm actually not. I know that if you have to.
What?
Yeah, Ralph. Ralph said people think I'm, but I'm not. And then he goes, I know if you have to say that, you are. But it's like, yes, Ralph, if you have to keep telling everybody you're not, chances are you're pretty, bud.
Yes, real quick. Look at DSP earlier during DSP.
I saw him. I was there. I was there when Phil ate the slop.
I was napping. I missed it.
Here and there, people think I'm retarded. I'm actually not. I know that if you have to say that, that's probably not a good sign.
Oh, you ass. I can't believe you
Ralph
said that.
just develops this tiny sliver of self-awareness, and then he just realizes it's just endless self-felts and just eating else. Because if he actually isn't like delusional and detached from reality and actually has to deal with his life, he realizes it's all just one big disaster, and he just gets all sad.
But they told me for a person who's not absolutely mental problems,
Like your brother?
you do the most.
Well, yeah. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's
Well,
me.
He's like, I'm not legally, but I am as a.
He acts very, which is basically the same thing, except that the can't help it. Whereas you theoretically could, but you don't. So you're actually lower than the actual special needs person.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure special needs people like live more moral, righteous lives.
Most of them are completely harmless and innocent and are going to heaven because they don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Exactly.
Whereas Ralph does, he just chooses to be an evil bastard every day.
And it's hard
Yeah,
to
you Down syndrome people are very happy and very nice, and
argue
Whatever.
with that, right? I said, yeah, America. Why you think I live here? That's a good
Because-
place. I got
we don't have to.
Because you can't afford to live in America.
There's a
Ralph.
billion. The
Fuck
Warrens.
America, man.
Everyone hates him. Do you remember? Obviously, you remember, but like, chat. Do you if you're new here? Every time Ralph moved, he would like provoke the A-logs and go, "You'll never find out where I live." And then it like proceeds for everyone. Like, remember the flag, the shy. What was it? Oh my god, what was it called? He will not divide us.
He will
flag?
not divide us.
Like
the Shia LaBeouf
that
stuff.
basically happened until they found Ralph.
argument with somebody there one time. It wasn't staff.
So
it was
funny.
Somebody eating there.
Do you remember how we had like a little hint that he was in Mexico, but no one believed it? But then one
Yes.
day we're watching him live, and then like all his ads were
Yes,
Mexican.
and his Twitter was like showing the Mexico trending. It's like,
and we're like,
hmm.
wait a second.
It's a really good place, and I don't want to put
Okay.
heat on.
So he's talking about the sushi restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So Dale Gribble's like, Ralph, will you do an IRL stream at the sushi place? And Ralph's like, I don't know. I don't want to get them in trouble, because people know where I'm at now. So they can cross coordinate where the sushi restaurant is at and cause them trouble, which in reality, nobody even watches Ralph, let alone will cause trouble. But okay, sure, Ralph. Let's hear his story of the sushi restaurant. I'm sure it's not completely humiliating at all.
Okay.
These psychos will. Who knows?
Psychos, you dox people to this day.
Yes.
Like, you
does.
psychos, you are the reason a lot of that happens, you mongoloid.
What they might do, right? Like they've always been
young
good to
Elon.
me. Even that time,
Here we
which
go.
wasn't my fault.
It definitely
although
was
kind
his
of.
fault.
Because I wasn't in a dispute, but I don't speak Spanish very well, obviously, and
How?
I was trying to communicate, and I was getting
It's
frustrated.
been
and this
4
guy-
years there.
It's not a hard language to learn, by the
So
way.
so this is like, so Ralph is having this interaction with this waitress where she's trying to speak to him in Spanish, and he's like, I don't know Spanish, bitch. What the you know? So then this Spanish guy comes over and he's like, you need to speak Spanish, boy. Basically, like the equivalent of the illegal immigrant, like the Texan comes over. You got to speak English in this country. Was it, Senor Ralphie, you must speak Spanish. Why you not speak Spanish in my country, you piece of shit? This is what happens. So now it's a confrontation.
Okay.
He said, "What an American would say. Why don't you speak Spanish?"
And that hurt Ralph's pride.
And I said a few things that I shouldn't have said.
Well, you bitch. This is my country. I'm American. I run the world. That's what he's trying to run his mouth. And then the Mexican's just going to punch his lights out. It's scary.
You know, there was no fight. It was just like,
Because you
all right,
bitched out. You're like,
exit,
okay.
that's fine.
Why does he talk
He
like someone's
bowed
sleeping
down.
beside him? And he's
Because he's on Xanax and he's barely awake or alive. He's barely sentient.
fair.
But great restaurant. They let me back in. I was shocked. And I said,
Normally they don't.
kicked me out of here, right? And the
No.
waiter said, yeah, we know.
Self-snitching.
I
We
just
know.
talked to the manager about it. And
But you
They said
order
as long
so
as you're
much
cool.
food, you know. We can't turn
No big
away.
deal.
It's business.
and that's more than you can expect from most American joints. So and
I
he
wish
started,
I
he
felt
hit
the
on a sore
riffraff.
spot because I
Okay,
should
here it
speak
is.
Spanish like fluently by now. Like this is embarrassing.
It is, Ralph,
Yes,
isn't
it is. It's humiliating. It's
This
retarded.
is embarrassing, bitch. I can't even speak the language.
Okay, look, if you're living someone for somewhere for 6 months, fine. Don't learn the language. Who cares, right? But when you plan on staying there, you better start
Permanently?
Taking
yeah, you should
lessons.
probably figure it out there,
take
bud.
classes online or whatever.
And he hit on a sore spot. And I said, well,
You get Duolingo at least, but even that's you have to go.
I know a lot of I won't say what I said because it was disrespectful, but it was also true. It's like, well, I'm from America and I've seen
Yeah,
people not
I
speak
fucking
English.
run this. So, I'll have to tolerate people not speaking English in America. So you're going to deal with me speaking English here in Spaniard land. What do you think about that? Your people cross over my border as illegals. I came, you can imagine, he was just running his mouth. And then here we going to find out the Mexican press the shit out of Ralph and Buck Broken.
I don't go at them immediately. Regardless,
You do.
I think I was probably the one out of line.
So,
And I
of
should
course
just
you
let it
were.
go.
When Ralph admits that he's the one out of line, you know he was truly out of line. He was probably screaming racial slurs at the top of his lungs. You want to fight? I'll you up, bitch. Okay.
Yo. Bedeker's tweet of Ralph. I don't want to spoil it. just posted it now. It's
But it's settled.
I'm spoiling myself. I'm spoiling myself.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I should let it go because this is not my country. I should have just.
He bowed down.
Right, amigo.
Yes.
You're right, amigo.
Correcto, amigo.
You're correct, amigo. I'm sorry.
And let it go.
I'm so
I think he
excited.
thought I knew this waitress, right? Like, so we were having like a little back and forth, but it wasn't mean.
Energizer Bunny sent $10 hip hop hippity hop. You need a little more pep in your set, sir.
Damn.
Why
don't
don't
you
you
hit
hit the slopes?
Yo,
You need some
his-
coke.
His viewers and like donos are like the backrooms version of like a stream. It's all
Yeah.
like weird. Like
It really is
it's-
performance art in a way.
It is,
You know,
yeah.
it's no longer a show, but it's like it's art. It's like transcendent. It's like
Yeah.
a modern art masterpiece, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Black Mirror or Obsession.
I'm just saying he thought I was being mean to the waitress when I
wonder
was
why.
not. I was actually joking about me not being able to speak much Spanish, right? And you know, machismo, dude, that's a real thing down here. And I'm kind of
Imagine keeping this song playing when you're like
You know,
somberly telling your Mexican sushi story where you're felted by everyone. Bono, 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 bono. Like, what the is this?
like what I said earlier about not caring about living or dying. I really don't. And so, by the way, this guy would have kicked my ass. There's no doubt about it.
So
Like, he
Ralph
was-
had to submit to him and bend the knee. Listen, this guy would have beat my ass, bitch.
Mhm.
So I had to apologize. I'm sorry, amigo. Please, you're right. Correcto, amigo. Please.
Oh,
Most Mexicans are not 6 foot plus, but he was, and he was.
Well, it appears that way to you because you're
Big.
5'1".
And I-
He was probably only 5'7" at best because they don't really build Mexicans much taller than that. But to Ralph's, there's a giant. Holy fuck, he's huge. She was 5'8" at best, towered over Ralph, just mobbed him.
Anyway, get up! Oh, that was loud. That was a chair.
Did he shit himself?
That was my chair. No, I didn't shit
yeah.
my pants. What do you mean? I wish I my pants, man.
What do you mean?
I didn't fall out.
No, oh, that's the
He's
W.
flexing that he didn't fall out of the chair. In the world of Ralph, like, ring it up. He didn't fall out of the chair today. One day without falling out of the chair.
Oh my god, that's fucking.
Get up! You guys know the sector is just some. Do you guys know the sector is just some? Like, I just made that up.
Listen,
Sure.
the sector was just a bunch of people that sort of interacted semi-regularly with each other, and then you called it the sector because it was like a section of the internet.
But
That's
let's
it.
be real. The amount of people that actually care about that
No one.
is
Well,
nobody.
There is a group of people who point and laugh, but that's about it.
There's
That's about it.
like 5 dozen Spurgs in this world that might actually seriously think about the sector.
Yeah.
And that's
Now,
about it.
now it's just a punching bag, a joke, if you will.
I don't care if I die tomorrow.
I like how Ralph's like trying to like listen.
I love how he
you know the
says that as a
sector's not
positive
real.
thing. Obviously, Ralph. Like, he just says this is a positive thing, though. I don't care if I die. That's not a good thing, bro. Like, you have
Yeah.
nothing to live for. It's not really a flex. I'm crazy. Not really. You're scared. Like, you denied the name your daddy gave you in Minnesota. I'm not Ethan Ralph. So you do care, you bitch. And it's just pathetic.
Yep. Wow.
Okay.
That was a sad ending.
So that was pretty sad.
like-
So
that was
now
like
we have,
the Sopranos ending, wasn't it? That was the
Yeah.
Sopranos.
wasn't it? It was grim, man.
Believe.
Okay, so now we have Ralph needs to get his Mexican citizenship to stay. But there's one problem. Ralph still can't speak Spanish. So
Someone said El Sopranos.
is El Soprano stanky, bitch.
In America, you don't have to speak.
Whoa, this resolution. What is going on?
I know,
This
buddy.
Aspect ratio.
They have the test in Spanish, and in Mexico they don't. So I have to know a decent amount about Mexican history and be able to speak.
So it's over.
I don't know about fluent, but close to fluent Spanish. Be able to answer the test in Spanish.
You're
No,
fucked.
you know, I don't know. There may be some.
It's
Who
over.
knows? If
No.
there's some alternate.
Listen, they'll be
So now
like,
he's like talking about bribing the officials to and
That's what you would
which is his
do,
only
right?
hope. That's his only hope of getting through. is
okay,
to
was he
bribe
gonna
the-
fuck him like $200 like to pass? They might
Maybe
take
that's all
it.
it'll take. I mean,
Honestly,
fuck.
it's like the Indian truck drivers here, you know, with the tests and stuff.
Tutorship available. down
Mucho
here. Looked into
dollar,
it,
bitch.
but it is also Mexico. But yeah, in America now they'll just give it to you in your language.
Well, don't
See,
you disagree with
on
that? But
Sunday,
now that you're in
and he
Mexico,
will
you think it should be given to you in your language? Like, how about figure it out, bud?
He won't.
I mean, if
He
they
is
gave it to him
not.
in English, I'd just ace it.
No, you wouldn't.
'Cause
He
I
would
already
fail
know a
it
good bit
anyway.
about Mexican
Yeah.
history, then I'd
No,
just
you
do
don't.
that.
I know Mexican history. No, you don't. Off, Ralph. You don't know. He doesn't know his ass from
fucking-
his elbow.
He's so stupid.
There's this podcast series done by the same guy who did the
He's gonna listen to a
History of Rome
podcast.
podcast series. I said,
I
listened to
know
Mexican
about the
history.
Alamo, bitch. Santa
Yeah, so-
Ana. Okay, Ralph.
Several books I like to read, and one or two I've already read.
He doesn't
So
read books. He did. Come on.
One or two?
I
Is
read
it
one or two.
But is
Books,
it one or
maybe-
two?
It's
It's not like you go like
It's
8,
not-
9.
Andy. It's neither one nor two. It's zero.
I was thinking about that in Sesame Street.
I would just knock that out like a grand slam, and they just give me my fucking.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
he's
yeah,
such
yeah,
a fucking
yeah,
liar,
You have
bro.
to study for the test. You know that, right?
Holy.
Like you literally have to
He's
study.
not going to retain any information he reads high on Xanax either. Drunk out of his mind.
Fuck,
Like,
bro.
passport, but yeah, since it's Espanol, it's a little bit different. Yeah, if it's just a Spanish history test, excuse me, Mexican/Spanish history test.
he can't
Yeah,
even
can't
keep
even
it
say it,
straight. He's
yeah.
wasted.
This is crazy, this aspect ratio, isn't it?
But
It's actually
If it's
making
in-
me
it's in
see
Spa-
wrong.
Yeah,
I'm just-
I'm looking at it this way. It's hurting my head.
yeah.
Spanish
Yeah.
and
It's making me sick a little bit.
Yeah.
Like seasick a little bit.
Honestly, we get it. Let's go to the
It's-
next one.
Okay, yeah.
It's enough.
Oh,
Okay, so
God.
here we have an image of Ralph that was captured during his live stream yesterday where he forgot to turn off the camera. Now, is that a sticker or what, folks?
Yeah, of course it is.
Let's get 10 subs for the Ralph sticker right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get some subs
Is
for
he
the
okay?
Ralph sticker. No, man, he's gonna die. It's not looking good.
Oh,
He looks like
man.
some sort of zombie freakazoid corpse creature, bro.
Who
fuck.
would you rather be, Ralph or Angry Joe?
Well, Angry Joe.
I'm kidding. That's a trick question.
Like, Angry Joe might be Mexican, but he doesn't have to live in Mexico. You know? He's- We got new Skank So Reet for 5 subs. Frank Booth for 10 subs.
Let's
Lambo
go,
Calrissian
let's
for
go.
a sub. Pre-non Corpse. Let's get that momentum going. Sub train.
Sub train.
Woo! The Virus for 10 subs. Optavia sales rep for 5 subs. Good old Lady Rose. And the Bull Adam Sellers for subs as well. Let's go, Bish.
Ralph Moan. I called this one Ralph Moan because it looks like he's moaning a little bit. And we're running out of Ralph adjectives.
And
to put our sticker
Junior
names.
Bacon Sneedburger for a gifted sub as well. Let's go.
That sticker, the Jaden McNeil.
That's unhinged.
Fucking
Got Jatora for a sub.
that sticker of Ralph's.
Oh my God. That's a really good sticker.
Oh.
Okay, we got this one. Oh my God. Is he drunk? Is he passed
he's
out?
an animal, bro.
Bro. Okay, so this is where it gets truly sad, folks.
Oh God, I'm gonna puke.
So Ethan Ralph is now eating pet food. He's eating tuna pouches with his bare hands like an Indian or an animal. The Kiwi Farms user here says, I don't know what's funnier, that he eats like a pig or that he's too weak to tear aluminum foil open. And he needs to use his teeth to open it, but he's eating tuna from a pouch. He's down to the point where he's eating pet food. 5-star days, bitch.
By the way,
But he has no hair on his head either.
you know what that means if he's eating straight from the pouch? It means there's still liquid inside. So as he sucks the tuna, he's up tuna water and drinking it also.
And we got MJ Cub Kino for 5 subs.
actually
Let's go.
That's actually wild.
Oh, it's warm tuna water
The
too, bro. It's
the
like
watery, warm
fucking,
water.
because there's no air conditioning in that Mexican shack, bro. It's like 100 degrees in that sweat box. Oh no.
Well, actually, puke.
Okay, so here it is. So Ralph thinks he ended the stream, but he didn't. And it turns out that he just like pigged out. Disgusting. You see.
Oh God.
It's bad.
There you go.
Yep.
It's summer in Mexico. No AC.
It's
That's the
summer in
trifecta.
Mexico with no AC.
The only worst place is the desert.
I forgot what the song was. Oh yeah, I'm super tired.
He thinks he's done?
No doubt.
All right,
Bye, guys. See you later.
there goes.
Yes, I'm too smart to get dick.
Did he think he's
So,
done?
he thinks he's like done. Like deuces, yeah.
We're getting like 20 to 50 over there nowadays. That's not so bad.
20 to
Also,
50 viewers. It's big.
He thinks he switched scenes. So he thinks it's that black screen with the kill stream logo on it, but it's not.
We got Raw Quarter Pounder says, I know it's early, but what do you think about during Kino Ween having the LolCow Grammys? The chat can vote for LolCow songs in different categories. We might bust out an award show. We used to do the Golden Guns, but we might do something like that at some point in the future for sure.
Kino Awards or
Also,
some
Rumble
shit.
did all this on its own, so now I can drop restreams. I don't have to pay that bullshit every month.
He's
Oh, no,
stressed
not
about
the
paying Restream the
$6.99 a
$5.
month.
Holy
God damn.
How to be a mega hoe. I guess it just goes to show that she's too ignorant to know that I won't be played or gay or devil. But I ain't perfect. I whip the dick out now and then and let him slurp it. But I'm careful, being aware of the
Oh my God. The face Ralph
Sad.
makes when he's offline.
As soon as he goes, the mask drops and it's just total sadness. Alone in the shack once again. Or so he thinks.
That's sad, dude.
That's torture niggas on purpose 'cause they think
Look at him. He's going.
they deserve it. Yeah, that's some
Hello,
bullshit.
darkness.
My
Love.
face
And he rubs his eyes. Oh, he's crying. He's rubbing the piggy tears out of his pig slits. Look at that. That's almost a stick.
That's a pig,
Oh
bro.
my God.
That's a pig
That's
monster, bro.
sad. Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
snip that. I'm gonna
Ralph,
snip that.
no. Ralph, no. Wee.
All the way
Oh,
home.
man.
Oh, I'm making that sticker right now. Oh my god, that's a piggy. That's, oh my god. Hang on, let's just keep watching for a minute. I want to kill
It's time to
him.
learn you that if a nigga ain't trying to smoke you up, it's trying to burn you. So trust no. Trust no.
Matt
That-
HTX says, please play the Ralph Tax Free song. We'll have to find it.
We'll have to
at some
find it.
point.
Yeah. Ash, watch this. Watch this exhale. You're gonna feel it right here. You're gonna feel it. Watch.
It's trying to burn you. So trust no. Trust no.
Oh
no.
man.
Times are tough.
Trust no.
What is he doing?
Trust no. Let me hear it.
I refuse to lose, so I chose you and trust none. See my ladies I love, but to you bitches I ain't the one. When I tell you to trust no bitch, it might not occur to you, but a bitch bang.
The trust no
Tryna
bitch
use it and keep it down. Play him ain't gon' bore you with a story. You got your own.
Damn.
Strengthen your
Spin
conviction to
fat.
get dog a bone and move on. For the motherfucker fake.
Fringe.
Fuck you and
So
make
this is the
take
thing.
bitch ass to the
He thinks what's going on, right, is that he has the outro where it's just like the
Yeah, I
kill
said that.
stream and the
I said
red
that with
letters.
the-
Yeah.
The logo,
Yeah.
where it's like the wavy one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I said that like way before. Like I think it's like right when he put on the rap song, that's when he thought it was on because he always does that, right?
bang, folks. See bitches get paid. These bitches got charm. I see them all at the mall on TV. And all my homies on. Just some of my homies got bitches, but we breaking bitches, homie. So I come like this, bitch. Act like
By
you
the
know.
way, thanks for like supporting and promoting Medicare.
Yeah,
Ralph,
I don't
like having his
what's
logo and
crazy
website.
to me, like he reacts to the whole thing of just getting destroyed, and it's like, why are you doing this? Well, it's all lies, bish. It's like for instance, one of the supposed lies, right,
Yeah.
is Ralph, the clip of him spilling the water all over himself, right? Jim goes, he's drinking himself to death, so desperate to get the liquor in that he, and Ralph goes, that was water. Now, the reason I spilled it is because I was drunk. It's like, who gives a Ralph? Like,
Mhm.
are you? Well, he lied. It's
Well-
funny
Well,
to say
I was drunk. So therefore, I was drinking water. It's,
it's
like, but
debunked, Jim.
you know there was vodka mixed in the water.
It's
Like,
all
come
just like a
on.
big humiliation ritual for him. Like he's just getting crushed and he can't even respond to half of it because it's all true. Well,
Yeah.
it's not true. That's all he can say. It's not true. Well, it is. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
No. Trust no. Trust no. Trust no. Easy E, the motherfucking manipulator.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
Hoes, just watch how my dick rolls. But since all hoes fall in that bitch category,
Okay.
Yeah. So another example of this is Jim said he was like a baby drinking breast milk. Ralph denied it and then admitted to drinking Pantsu's breast milk. Like, these are like brutal, Ralph.
Hmm?
Like, you're not winning. Like, buddy, look at his fucking saggy garbage
Oh.
tits and the horse shirt.
The fucking, what is it called? BoJack Horseman?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like,
dominoes, and if you suck your dick right and the pussy tight, I might not beat you down to the second night. Once a dog,
Oh my God, he's hungry.
there you go. Here we go.
Do you see his tongue flicking in and
Yeah,
out, like
yeah.
salivating for the food?
Let me, I'm going to call this full face. Let me just make a separate thing. And we're going to zoom in on Ralph for this.
Okay.
Let me make it a scene here. That way.
Let's get some subs,
Let's get some
bitch.
subs, folks.
This is some real on the fly production. The kill stream could never, and I mean ever, deliver content like this.
Big butt, cause you ain't shit, bitch. I'd rather fuck you than love ya. Bitch, I never.
I
Oh
thought
my
he was
God.
frozen, but that was just
Bro,
his
it's
face.
kind of sad. Like it's like it moves his mouth like an old man. Like there's no teeth in his mouth or something.
Yeah, he
Like
does
he's like
actually.
it's like very like tortoise like, you know?
It's like this. He talks
Hmm?
like this, you know?
Trust ya. Trust no. Yeah. Trust no.
There we go. Yeah, he does like this, like, like
He's
the butt,
slurping.
the, yeah.
Yo.
Well, bitches,
Trust no.
Dentures.
fucking cat hoes.
Trust no.
Well, bitches.
Trust no.
Oh, look at him go! Oh, yeah,
That's
that's gross.
It's not
What
even
the
like a,
Bro, that's filthy, Ralph. What sort of pig is this, bro?
wait.
Bro, he's piling on the pounds, bro. He's
Yeah.
getting.
Oh my god, what is he eating?
Fucking cat hoes.
There's no need to eat it like that.
Bitches.